Hi Capricorn, welcome to your 2018 overview reading. This is the big one that I know everyone's been waiting for. So the first thing, I do have some stuff that I'm launching. So if you're interested in working with me, then make sure you stay tuned at the end because I'm going to talk about a new service that I'm offering. So make sure that you pay attention to that. And then the other thing is, if you are waiting for other videos, the January 2018 videos are going to be coming out on the 15th. Because I am doing the 2018 general readings, I'm making those a little bit shorter than I normally would. So I hope that you guys are okay with that. The other thing is, if you're looking for a romance-specific reading, go ahead and sign up for my newsletter, and then you're going to be able to get the 2018 love reading. Am I doing the right amount? I think I need one more. If not, you guys will get an extra card. Just for fun. Okay. And then I am going to be doing a timeline. I know that some of you like that, but I'm just going to be doing growth period, romance, and finances. So the angel cards for finances for 2018. All right, so let's go ahead, get into it. Starting off with an oracle card. Let's see what's coming through for Capricorn. My energy creates my reality. What I focus on is what I will manifest. Okay, and ain't that the truth? So it's all about making sure that you are speaking in the affirmative, that you're using your language to your advantage and making sure that you're really setting intentions. So this, if you're watching this in December of 2017, then this Mercury retrograde period is going to be even more potent and vital for you than usual. So make sure that you're giving that the extra attention that it needs. And the Paulina Cassidy card, we have empowerment. The determination of your mind and soul will guide you towards unleashing inner power. Okay, so this is, again, we're leaning into information about you having more power than you realize, in a good way, not in a frightening way, but just in a really positive way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I have the right amount of cards. Just wanted to make sure. Okay, so let's see what's at the core of this spread. This is you in 2018, Ace of Pentacles. So manifestation, manifestation, manifestation. If you don't know what I mean when I say manifest, I mean essentially creating something into, manifesting something into reality, something that you can see, feel, and touch. So if this is a new concept to you, then 2018 is going to be the year to hone in on those skills and start looking into it, exploring different methodologies, all of that good stuff. So like finding your style. This is a new physical beginning. This is you're planting the seed. I don't remember. I think, is this year a 1 year? 8, 9, 10, 11. No, this year's a 2, I think. But anyway, the point is, that might also be something that you want to look into, is your numerology, your personal year. That could be where you get some good info. But really what this is you're planting the seed. You're starting at the very base, the smallest level, and then things are compounding from there. So this is about the time when you set the intention, like what is that one big thing that you'd like to cultivate this year, and just own that part of it. And then obviously taking action from there, but it's just starting with really focusing on at least one thing that you want to make happen this year. Okay, and let's see how your health is doing. Oh, the Tower. Don't let this scare you. It doesn't look like that, like this is doom and gloom for your health. That's not what it is. It means that you're making changes. all for the better. So for some of you, this is going to show up, yes, as physical symptoms. But what that means is that there's other things that need to be worked on and worked through in order for you to be operating at your highest potential physically. So of course, like, yes, rare diseases exist. Yes, there's a lot of horrible ways that you can become ill. That's not what this is saying. What this is saying is that if you're not already on top of your health regimen and your health game, then your body is going to be letting you know in some really big ways, hey, pay attention to me. Do not ignore me. And the way that that can show up is you have adrenal fatigue, you have a sore back, because that, it's like there's all these ways that our bodies try to communicate with us. And so that's what the Tower is saying, is that if you're not on top of it and you're not paying attention to your body and what your body is telling you, then, you're going to get some pushback in that area of your life. So just make sure that you're taking really good care of yourself and you're listening. You're listening. If you're having anxiety, figure out where that is coming from. It is never just like the physical aches and pains that we experience are typically symptoms of other things in our environment, and they're a result of a lot of different moving pieces. Health is complex. So this is the time to listen to your body more than ever, okay? I actually like seeing this here because for those of you who have really bad habits, maybe you don't exercise, you smoke, you drink too much, this is a sign that that's going to change. 2018 is kind of going to be that year where it's going to whip you into shape in the best way possible. Okay, and then we have, what are you creating? What are you cultivating in 2018? Okay, 4 of Cups. So the interesting thing in this deck, this looks like rest. So normally this is an offer that isn't being received, but in this deck particularly, this is about resting. So this has a similar vibe of the 4 of Swords, in that it really is about learning your own limits, learning your boundaries on what you're realistically able to make happen in any given amount of time. So this looks like you're creating time and space for you to rest, heal, create whatever activities are therapeutic or meditative for you. What this looks like is you're really opening up the time and space to feed yourself. Okay, then this is, what is the lesson? What is the core message for you in 2018? We have another Ace. Okay, so the other thing that I'm getting from this card big time is patience. Ironically enough, I don't know why that is the word that's coming up, but it's patience, patience, patience. Allowing things to transform and develop organically is going to be really on your side this year. So make sure that you are being gentle with yourself, and if you feel a nudge to start a new project, this is the card that's saying take action, listen to your intuition, listen to the things that your body and soul are wanting from you. And this is really about paying attention to what you need. So with this 4 of Cups in this position, what that makes me think of immediately is, okay, what's something that's causing you to burn out? Or what do you need to do to take better care of yourself and get that time and space? So this is about really listening to your needs of your body, of, rest and creativity, and the projects that you feel called to start are really going to be, those opportunities, those ideas are knocking on your door, even if this is just a hobby. Maybe you're set in your career, or you know what you're doing. This could be a new project. Maybe you get a wild hair and want to write a book and self-publish. Maybe, it's a new relationship that you'd like to, bring into fruition. So whatever this is, it's about those new beginnings, that vibrant energy that you're bringing in, and then taking action on top of that while listening to yourself. Okay, and then this is what area of your life needs balance this year? Yep, so we have 9 of Rods, and this is kind of like the precursor to burnout. So the 10 of Rods is totally, I'm burnt out, can't take it anymore, something needs to be taken off my plate. So what this is saying is, yes, shoot for the moon. Yes, 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 do that. But if you're not listening, if you're not paying attention, there's going to be an equal opposite reaction to that which you neglect. And so as Capricorns, being that grounded, stable, centered sign that you are, of course, this depends on what else is in your chart. But as that is the core piece, you really want to watch yourself for the overwhelm or the tendency to kind of have that addiction to stress. Watch yourself with that, because this is what's going to cause you problems. And this is the piece of your life that is most out of balance, is the overworking. Okay, so this is what is your spiritual focus of 2018. And we have 7 of Swords. Again, we have another rest. So the spirituality or the rest piece is now bleeding into every single card that we have here, basically. Is like, you know, it's combining the taking action with when do you need to curl up and rest? When do you need to sleep? When do you need to take care of yourself, relax, decompress? Really stepping into all of that is both a spiritual practice, a self-care practice, a health practice, a work practice. These are messages that are like screaming for you to rest, for you to be wary of overworking. You know, look at your 10th house. What's happening in 2018 in your 10th house? You know, that would be my gut question for you, is what major things do you have playing in the 10th house? Or even in the first house too, could have something to do with it. So look at that for yourself, but just keep in mind that we now have rest showing up in quite a few spots here. So view this as a spiritual practice. View rest as spiritual medicine. Okay, and so here we have, this is what should you allow yourself, should you give yourself permission to do? Give yourself permission to look at all the options. Give yourself permission to see the abundance that's around you. Give yourself permission to examine things carefully before committing. Because, you know, taking a step back, looking at everything from a different angle, different vantage point is going to be really, really beneficial. And it looks like it's about not making hasty decisions. Now we're seeing why patience came up. It looks like as you set the intention for, I want this to happen, what the universe is going to do is it's going to say, okay, you want this? Well, how about this? How about this? How about this? How about this? And it's going to give you all these different options. It's going to give you different opportunities. Now, what you're going to have to do is say no to the things that are not in alignment with you. Say no to the things that are just not in affinity with you at all. And say yes to the things that are 100% that they feel exactly the way you want them to feel. Really be a stickler with that this year. I would recommend seeing this here. Don't settle. Give yourself permission to look at every option and every angle before picking one. So be patient. And even if you see something come up, make sure that you're dotting the I's and crossing the T's, that you're having other people look over all the details as well. Seek counsel. Do all of that in order to make a decision. Okay, then this is a card representing your love life for 2018, just a general card. Son of Cups, this is beautiful because we see an emotional offer being made. It looks really gentle, it looks sweet, it just looks really easy. So it's like there's ease, whether you're taking care of yourself and you're taking a step back from the dating scene right now just to do some self-care, that looks really good. Or if you're looking for a partnership, and we'll get more into that with the timeline here in a second, it's all about, you know, having that gentle flow. It doesn't look forceful at all. So just go with the flow. Don't put too much pressure or stress. It's kind of like, you know, if you want to approach a bird, you have to walk up really slowly. That's kind of the, that's the connection that I'm making here, is like, okay, you know, if you want partnership, take a gentle approach. If you're currently in partnership, make sure that you're taking your romantic relationship with a tentative approach. Just being really gentle with it this year, I think, is going to serve you, but we'll see what else comes up. Okay, so now we have, what is this one? Oh, yes. Okay, so I shifted something in this spread. This is what's transforming for you. So what's the big piece that's going to change and evolve for you? Eight of Cups. So it looks like with the Eight of Cups, this is transforming. This is what's changing. It looks like there's been a lot of disappointment for a while. And so what I'm doing now is just acknowledging you for that. That yes, you have been dealing with profound amounts of disappointment. Okay, so that is what's going to be shifting out. That is what's transforming for you, is that streak of disappointment is now coming to a halt and shifting into something new. All right, and the outcome for the month, Strength. Beautiful, lovely. I love seeing this card pop up at the outcome. So it just looks like this patience, personal strength, and perseverance is really serving you this year. So make sure that what I would say is, and I'm sure you've heard me in the past say, you know, be really gentle with yourself. Make sure that you are being kind and telling yourself nice things because your body is listening, you know, all of that general stuff. But I really mean across the board for you in 2018, being gentle with yourself, with others, anyone you're in a sensitive relationship with, intimate relationship with, all of that stuff is going to be, it's going to be even more imperative that you take a gentle approach with those relationships. That's coming up really strong. Be patient. Don't make hasty decisions. I'm just kind of summarizing this spread for you. And be open to trying new things. Those were all the messages, and take really good care of yourself. I'm going to go ahead and clarify what are you creating. So I'm clarifying this card, the Four of Cups. Justice. Again, this is balance. This is you figuring out, and it's really interesting. What I'm getting from this is lightheartedness. Okay, so you're creating almost a sense of humor around the situations that are going on, not in a malicious way, but just in, you know, kind of the way you're coping is just by having a sense of humor overall with it. And then I'm also going to clarify the Seven of Swords, see what else needs to come through for that, what you need to allow yourself this year. Ace of Wands, again, this is more being patient. So you're building a fire, right? So you have to like gather supplies. What you're doing is creating an energy source. And so that's kind of the parallel between the fire and the Seven of Swords is that you really have to take your time building it. Just take your time. You are cultivating energy, and how you do that is through taking rest, right? It's through taking breaks. And then I'm also going to clarify the Eight of Cups. See what's coming through, what's transforming, Ace of Swords. So the way that you have thought about things in the past is now changing. It's evolving, shifting into something new, something different. Perhaps the perspective on your life, you know, maybe you're going from an attitude of, you know, I was dealt a bad hand of cards, or something like that, is now shifting into seeing the silver lining and how divine intervention really was at work with a lot of this stuff. Even if you can't see it, it's just being able to find the difference in thought around these situations that is healing. Okay, so now I'm just picking the final cards, and then as usual, we'll do a 3-card pick at the end, and then I'll tell you about custom spreads. Okay, 2 want to come up over here. And I'm just doing, I'm just going to pull 1 card for like your love life, if you're interested in getting a peek at that. But I'm offering a free romance reading for 2018 when you sign up for my newsletter. So if you want more of this stuff, the romance, the love life, I make sure you sign up for my newsletter if you want that. Okay. Now let's go ahead and start with money for the first quarter of the year, so January through March. We have successful funding. Your ideas divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you the idea. Do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into reality. Crowdfunding, partnerships, or other investments are available to help you. Okay, the thing that I am picking up from this is that it's not just successful funding with like a business venture. This also has to do with medical expenses, credit card debt. If you've been needing a new piece of equipment, it's getting the means and the resources to make that happen. Okay, then your growth period for the first quarter, we have endings. So this is shutting the door on a lot of nonsense that you've been dealing with in the past. Really, this is where the transformation is happening. If it's your mindset, then it's, putting... So, something is ending, something is being put to rest, whether it be a relationship, whether it be a conflict or a mindset or a job, something is ending and creating space. Again, like I said up here, it's creating space for the things that really serve you to come in. And in your romantic life, we have Knight of Pentacles. So this could be you really stepping up and making someone else an offer, or this is you kind of having someone extend an offer to you. So this is like where I see the most interaction happening, is right in this first quarter, definitely. So I imagine that this is actually going to slow down. This looks a little bit more chaotic, like options and endings and getting, all of your needs met and having people come in and make you offers. It just looks very interactive. Okay, so the second quarter, we have clearing debts. What did I tell you? Your self-care involves removing the heavy burden of financial and emotional debts from your life. You already feel lighter and freer just by facing this topic and making a plan to clear present obligations and avoid future ones as well. This could easily have to do with like a relationship that's ending, could easily be tied to your debt as well. And that's just a message that's coming through. So if you're getting a divorce, working through all of that stuff, like your debts are going to clear up. So if you're, worst case scenario would be like breaking even type of thing. Okay, so now the growth period card, we have healing. Yep, healing experiences, just having a lot of resolution to a lot of issues that were coming up in the past. So this is great to see. These are going to be both emotional and physical healings. Okay, and then we also have 3 of Chalices coming through for the romantic life. And this is celebration, having a good time, enjoying yourself. Just being really celebratory and not taking anything too seriously. And that's both for you inside and outside of partnership. Okay, third quarter, we have, it is safe for you to receive. The more you allow yourself to receive, the more resources you have available to share with others. Open your arms to receive and be a conduit for good coming to you and through you as it blesses the world. I have told so many people this. When someone offers you a gift or, you know, some, like if you were to receive some cash as a gift, if someone was like, you know, you've been working really hard, I just want to give you this extra money. And you were to say, oh, no, I can't accept that. Think about that on an energetic level. If you do that, what you're telling the universe is, nope, I don't want easy money. Nope, I'm not worthy of receiving money. And so you're actually creating a block by not receiving the gifts that the universe is bringing you. Of course, there are exceptions, you know, yes, you could go into that, but really what we're talking about is by receiving and saying yes, you're actually creating more energetic flow with money. And so that's the big thing that's coming up, is just doing the, oh, no, I can't. Like that timid, coy thing where like you can't accept gifts. That's ridiculous. Don't do that. It's like, it's not even an attractive thing to do. So I am encouraging you to say yes. If something comes easily and quickly, say yes. You are worthy of those opportunities. Okay, the growth period, we have fun. So this is, you know, celebration, getting together with friends, having a good time. Just play, rest and play. It's a good year to do that. Okay, in your romantic life, we have death, transformation, ending, beginning, really some deep healing around the relationships in, you know, next fall of 2018. It looks like there's a lot that's coming to the surface to be healed. Okay, and for the fourth quarter, financially, we have savings and exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities. So it's what this essentially says, I'm not going to read them, is that as you save, you are like securing your future. And then here we have, as you increase the energy flow of your body, you're actually increasing the energy flow of money as well. The growth period for you is soul knowing. So this is really stepping into a state of intuition, really being able to trust your gut, being highly sensitive towards the end of the year. It's like there's all these experiences that happen throughout, and by the time you get here, you're just really in this Zen flow state mode, spiritually speaking. Okay, and in your romantic life, we have 5 of Wands. So this is some combative energy. We have a little bit of jealousy, disappointment rolling through. So, you know, this is not to, you know, like if you're in a secure relationship and everything's fine, then great. But for some of you, you might be experiencing these emotions coming up. So this isn't to like prophesize any negativity. That's not really my style. It's more of just make sure that you're being gentle with yourself, especially I kind of get a red flag with the 5 of Wands and the soul knowing being so close to each other. Because usually when I'm dealing with someone who's very sensitive and psychic, and this happens a lot, I'll get a client who comes in and they're really psychic, but then they are talking about feeling like they're getting cheated on. And in reality, they're just picking up on a lot of information from a bunch of different places. And so that's kind of what this is ringing as, is you're picking up on a lot of information and then interpreting it as like lying or deceit or adultery, when I don't think that that's real. It just looks like the other frequencies. Okay, 1 3-card pick before we part ways, my friends. Pick a card, any card, or don't, and pick the best one. I like that style too. Okay, card number 1, we have Daughter of Wands. So this is a new creative project getting started. It also, there's definitely some imagery here that is referring to past experiences. You're going to be drawing on a lot of past experiences, old friends, old coworkers, in order to get information on this new thing that you're starting, or this, and even if it's just like a new exercise routine, it's kind of like you're going to be picking other people's brains, thinking about, you know, what workouts worked for you in the past and what do you want to change, etc., etc. Card number 2, Mother of Swords. So this is independent thinking, really doing some work around your 6th chakra, opening yourself up to different possibilities. This also looks like patience, keeping your eye on the prize. And card number 3, we have 6 of Pentacles. Okay, so reciprocation between you and other people. Reciprocation at work. Are you getting fair pay for fair work? Is that what's happening? Or are you taking on all the projects and not seeing any amount of money that is comparable to the amount of work that you're doing? So it's really about evaluating your relationships in terms of give and take. And so I hope you've enjoyed this 2018 overview reading. And what I would like to tell you about now is if you like this style of reading, if you want to have your personal spread, like that's just purely for you and no one else, I do offer that as a middle option. You know, I have my single questions, and then you can get energetic healing sessions with me. And then I was like, okay, well, I should probably give people some tarot options. And so I now have available, launching in the 11th hour before Mercury retrograde starts, the page is up, but what you can do is you can go select a spread that you want. So I'm offering a Celtic cross, a general reading, which covers like health, friends, family, finances, like every base of your life. I have a couple love readings that are available as well, like if you're looking to manifest a partner, and another if you want me to check in with you and your partner. So I have a whole bunch of different things like that available. The link is in the description box below. So if you're looking to treat yourself this Christmas or for a birthday or whatever you do, go ahead and submit the form. I lay out like the prices and the types of readings that I do, and then there's just a form you fill out at the end to submit that to me. And so there's that. If you want free content, sign up for my newsletter. If you want that love reading for 2018, sign up for my newsletter. And what else? Follow me on Facebook and Instagram, because I post extra content on there as well if you're looking for like a daily check-in from me. And yeah, anything else is going to be in the description box, so go there. If you have questions, go to the description box. The link to work with me, everything like that is there. And I hope you have a fantastic 2018, Capricorn. I will see you next time.